Today I'm going to talk about something a little different. I'm going to be sharing about how Instagram has freaking broken my heart and why I've decided to quit Instagram and move over to YouTube. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not going to completely quit Instagram, but my intense focus that I've had on Instagram for the past 5 years, it's changing and it's moving over to this platform, to YouTube. And I want to share why that is, what happened for me on Instagram, and basically my story of growth and then plummeting and just everything that's been happening for me. Okay, so firstly, I want to share the beginning of Paper Crane of Hope. So that was 5 years ago now, I can't believe it. And when I first started Paper Crane of Hope, I decided to do it completely anonymously. So if you don't know what I do, I fold paper cranes, I write little messages of hope and healing, and then I leave them somewhere out in the community. The honest and true reason why I decided to do it anonymously at the time is because back in the day, I was getting really frustrated with the type of people that I would see on the platform and the type of people that were gaining success. And in my mind, and perhaps it was jealousy and an insecurity, but I think there was elements of truth to this. All of the people that were succeeding on Instagram were extremely beautiful, so pretty, had the most perfect bodies, and they painted this like picture perfect lifestyle, and it was all about like butt shots. And I don't know if you remember, I think her name was Gentosa, I don't know, I forget her name, but all her photos were of her butt, and she got like 1 million followers, and it was just crazy. And to me, like, I've never been someone who is about the external appearance, and it just drove me crazy that just because someone was pretty meant that they had influence, and it was like people would look up to them for life advice just because they had like, I don't know, perfect abs and boobs and butts and just looked perfect in all of their pictures. I was wanting to tap into my intuition, and I got this idea to fold a paper crane and then leave the paper crane at a local cafe. This was back in Melbourne, so a small suburb out in the outer east of Melbourne, and to do it anonymously. And it was kind of like a social experiment. Back then, nobody was doing anything like that. No one was doing those painted rocks where you had to, go find the rocks, and no one were posting quotes or inspirational things. It was literally just pretty girls drinking green smoothies. I wanted to break past that and prove to the world that you don't need to be pretty and beautiful to make an impact on this world. So I thought I'll hide my face. And surprisingly, it freaking took off. It was absolutely incredible, and it was amazing. So I started in August 2016, and I quickly grew to 5,000 followers. So like less than 6 months, I grew from 0 to 5,000 followers. And I'll be honest, that felt so incredible, and I was so excited by that, and I felt really good about myself, and I was able to show up as my complete authentic self because I didn't have to worry about what people were gonna think about my external appearances, and I didn't have to look good, and I could just write my truth. I actually didn't tell anybody about this in my life. I had a local paper contact me and gained more, like I got more traction and I got more followers. And in that local community, I had people who had their notifications on so that as soon as I left a paper crane that they would know about it, so they could run off and find the paper crane. And it was so much fun, and I felt like I was actually making an impact to my local community. Felt like Instagram was really favouring me. In 2017, I then moved to the Sunshine Coast up in Queensland, and after I made that move, I felt like everything became a lot harder. I don't know, the community at the time, it just didn't get the same response that I got back in Melbourne. And if people were finding the paper cranes, they weren't letting me know about it. So from the 5,000 followers, which I quickly got, like so quickly, I wish you could just see how quickly it was. I had soaring, like I was getting hundreds of followers a day. It was amazing. And then I made the most regrettable decision. I still regret it and I'm so embarrassed, and I'll probably make a whole other video about this, but I decided to join an MLM. So an MLM is a multi-level marketing, and I suddenly felt this pressure, this external pressure that I needed to show my face and put myself out there on my Instagram. So at this point, I'm still anonymous. I joined the MLM and I thought, I have so many followers and I love essential oils and they're gonna love essential oils and this is gonna be so easy. And I showed my face and then I introduced the MLM essential oils to my followers, and I'm so embarrassed that I did this. I just felt like Paper Crane of Hope suddenly lost its authenticity and what Paper Crane of Hope was about. Oh my god, can you see that? I'm getting teary just talking about this. It's so stupid. Yeah, so I introduced the essential oils and I just saw my followers just plummet, which is fair enough. People started following me because I was doing something that was really special and at the time quite unique and different. And then I introduced this MLM product, and a lot of people, I think my followers, like, they're very intelligent people and they could see right through this business model way before I could. Yeah, I lost so many followers, and going from 5,000 to 6,000, it took so long. It took me over a year. Now, remember, to get from 0 to 5,000 followers, it took me no time at all. And then, 5,000 to 6,000, it was a hard slog. And then I'm just watching one by one, just people leaving and disengaging, and I was an absolute pain in the butt and DMing people and trying to convince them that they need these oils. I just felt like a dick, to be honest. And I think because I had so many people at the time unfollow me after I had this trajectory of lots of people following me, I think Instagram saw that and were like, you suck. And I felt like if Instagram was a person, I felt like I really let Instagram down and broke Instagram's heart. I broke the algorithm, I screwed it up, and I completely regret it. And then for about a year, I was doing this MLM, had a massive wake-up call, decided this isn't right, this isn't what I want a Paper Crane of Hope to be about. I had been studying my counselling course to become a therapist, which was always the dream and always the plan from the beginning of Paper Crane of Hope, to offer online counselling services. So I quit the oils, I went back to studying. It took me 3 years to finish my course, but I felt like I completely lost the trust of my followers, and it's been a hard slog ever since. And to go from 6,000 followers to 6,600, it's taken me like 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And you know what? I'm just over it. And I realized, why do I care so much? Like, it was literally every day I was trying different strategies to get that growth back up, and I lost focus of my overall vision. And before I started Instagram, so I'm gonna talk now a little bit about YouTube and what's happened to bring me to YouTube, because it's always, for me, it's always been about YouTube. Before I started Paper Crane of Hope, I had this dream to have an online business, and I tried different things. I tried selling budget plans, tried selling bentonite clay. I've done it all. And so before I had babies, before all of that, I put up 5 videos on bentonite clay, and I was like, I'm gonna become a YouTuber. And I saw 0 views on these videos. So I thought, okay, like, YouTube's not for me. And you know what? I filmed it on my MacBook and I was crap at editing, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, YouTube's not for me. So anyway, a year and a half later, I actually had YouTube contact me wanting to send me a check for money. And I looked at the bentonite clay videos And a few of them were just like taking off, and I think one of them right now has 126,000 views, and every day people are looking at it. So YouTube sent me a check for $150. This is before YouTube changed their monetization plan and said, oh, this is your money, but from now on you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to earn money. I'm like, okay. So at the back of my mind, I always saw the value of YouTube videos, but I just felt like, oh no, I need to grow my Instagram first, and I can't do YouTube until I've got like over 10,000 followers on Instagram. I feel like this is all over the place, but this all has like an endpoint. And if you're an INFJ, you will know that like story, like, you know, we go bing, bing, like thoughts here, thoughts here, thoughts here, thoughts here. But if you just stay with me, I'm all gonna wrap it up like a nice little present. I launched my counselling side of my business, and I thought this is going to be so easy. I'm gonna get clients because I've got over 6,000 Instagram followers, and I'm definitely gonna get a client from Instagram. And I've been putting all my focus and all my energy, everything into Instagram. I launched my business and I heard crickets. I didn't get one client, if I'm honest. I got 0 client, and I was so sad and I cried a lot. I've got clients now, but I didn't find them through Instagram. I haven't had one client through Instagram, and it was a bit of a wake-up call for me, and it made me think, okay, my business, the way I'm making money in my business right now is through counseling clients. And I thought I have to change my focus because Instagram isn't working, and Instagram hasn't been working for me for years. And I've had people tell me, oh, it's not about the followers. But if you're a content creator, you know that it is a reflection. If you're not growing, it's a reflection on what you're doing, and something needs to change. I decided to take a step back, and I had a break, and I felt like my intuition was saying, you need to let go of Instagram. It's time to let it go. Let go of your pride, let go of your ego. It's time to let it go and focus on YouTube. And when I made that decision, so let me explain about YouTube firstly. YouTube, when I make content for my counseling business, it is Google searchable. So someone could type in how to parent as an introvert, I'm struggling, and my video can turn up. My content on Instagram, it's not gonna keep showing up. You can't Google search my content. So why was I putting so much effort into my Instagram content when it just disappears? You could see it for a day and then that's it. It's gone. But with YouTube, it stays there and it's searchable, and I can create resource lists for my clients, and for people who might not be able to afford my services, then they can still get content from me. They can still get resources from me to help them on their journey. And when I made that decision about focusing on long form video, Instagram then came out and said that the only way to grow is by reels and by video. And I gotta be honest, it's not for me. I'm not gonna put all my energy into that anymore. I will still post when I leave a paper crane, but there's so much more excitement for me to now learn this new platform. I have so much to learn from it, and it excites me, and it's like, oh, it's getting my creative juices flowing again. I feel so good doing it. I'm still gonna show up on Instagram. I'm just not gonna focus on it. I'm not gonna focus trying to grow on Instagram. I suspect that my Instagram growth will happen organically as my YouTube channel grows. And guys, I'm already up to, at the time of this filming, I'm up to 442 subscribers. Yeah, so that is why I'm quitting Instagram. But Instagram, I really hope you love me again. And I'm choosing to focus on YouTube. It just feels right to me. It feels like the direction to go. And if you're struggling with your business on Instagram, maybe it's time to think about if Instagram is the platform for you, because I don't see many Australian businesses using YouTube, and it's searchable, like it's content that's not gonna disappear. And I saw it with my bentonite clay drink video. Like I said, I didn't have any views for at least a year, and then something happened. I don't know what it was, but it just blew up. But when you put a post on Instagram, if it doesn't blow up in that first 24 hours, then nothing's gonna happen, nothing's gonna change. So that's my story. I hope you enjoy watching me learn and grow, and that you get something out of this channel. I'm really excited to be able to share. Yeah, I've got so many ideas and I can't wait to show you.